Hello, everybody. This is Vanessa from Van and Travels. And I'm sitting here at my work table where I make blankets because it just seemed like the best place to do this. I hope my lighting's okay. You wouldn't believe what I go through with lighting in this house. But anyway, I just had a few things on my mind and a couple things that I bought I wanted to show you. Um, I don't know why I think about this stuff, but I know when you're going out on the road for the first time, sometimes you overbuy and sometimes you don't buy the right thing. And it really isn't anything to worry about. If you watch all the YouTube videos telling you the how-tos, you'll be more confused than ever. So I always tell everybody get what be as comfortable as you can with the way you do it at home. Try to do it as much like that as you can, as far as eating, sleeping, going to the bathroom, taking a bath, and all that, because that's the main things. It's the other stuff just comes together. And we have Walmart and all the stores that you have here out in Arizona. I was thinking about a couple things though that was important to me when I first went out there. I was in Flagstaff first, then I came home, and then when I went back to the desert, that was a whole different thing because I was on Plamosa Road, and it's just huge. You should never worry about not having a space to camp because they'll never run out of places to camp. But it's like a big parking lot, and especially if there's events going on in town, it can get kind of confusing because almost everybody has a white van. Sometimes that's all you see. Sometimes you see big rigs. But the thing is, around 5 o'clock, 5:20 is about the time it starts getting dark. So around 5 o'clock, there'll be people building a fire, and they'll be all over. I mean, it's just according to how many people you know, and wherever you're parked. You'll be invited if if that's not a part of your group, you'll be invited if they see that you're not being active, or looking for something to do. I hope I'm telling this right. But let me tell you what happened to me. I went to my first campfire, and I just wasn't thinking about not being able to find my van after the campfire. And after leaving the campfire, and the fire is to the back of me, and I'm looking out, I can't see anything because there's no street lights. There's nothing out there if you don't have your rig lit up in a way that you know it's yours and you can get back to it. And I just walked back with David, my neighbor. He took me back to my campsite. I've been friends with him ever since because I appreciate it. It's a weird feeling. That happened to me 2 or 3 times. So finally I started hanging my Lucy light out on a bush. But last year when I left here, I left my lights and I can't find my Lucy lights. I'm going to have to ask my son if he put them up somewhere. But yesterday I was in Rural King. I don't know if you have, it's RURAL, Rural King. It's like a farm sporting good store. I just love going. And I was walking down the big wide aisle where, the main one you go down. And I was like 2 normal size aisles away, and all of a sudden a light hit me in the eye, and I thought, and this was in the daytime, and I thought, what kind of light is that? That's really powerful. So this guy was playing with this, and it has a hook on it. I love that. And I think it was like $3.49, $3 and something. And I can't look at it when I turn it on because it's actually that bright. Okay, that one is, oops, sorry. That was the flashlight. Bobo, hush. Come here, Bobo. Okay, and this is how you watch videos and people turn on the light and you wonder if you can see it. Well, you don't have to wonder about this one. It's amazing. And it's got it's flexible. The hook, this is battery operated too. You probably don't want to hang a battery operated one on a bush. But in an emergency, if you want to go to the campfire and you're worried about finding your home, you don't care to use a little battery power. But I thought, as powerful as this is, I think it's I read somewhere how many lumens it was, and they, in this particular brand, they have small lights. They have the lantern type. I like mine because mine is USB charged. And I'm not going to change it for this. But these were just so bright, and for that price, I just couldn't pass it up. And with it being, it's long, but with it not being so big around, I can probably stick that about anywhere. So if you have a Royal King, or if you don't, go online and this is a Lincoln Outfitters flashlight, and I can't wait to try it out. And I always carry a bunch of AA batteries with me. And this thing, I'm telling you what, I have one of the big, I'm looking in this camera, and when I turn my head, I see my glasses flashing lights. I've got to get a better lighting going on in here. Anyway, I've got one of the big hot dog roasters, and I loved it because I love to roast hot dogs sometime. But only place I could put it that it's not seen was behind my chair. Or when I would let my chair down to a bed, sometimes it would slide up under there, and that was the most annoying thing for the last 2.5 years. And I'm going down the aisle, and I thought, well, that's small, but look here, it extends out. It's not as thick and heavy duty, but I don't care. I'm not going to put any more than 2 hot dogs on it anyway. And it was $4.99. This was at Royal King too, but I like it because I can close it up and make it small, and I can stick that anywhere. I was just real excited about that. But whether you get one of these lights or not, make sure you have. It's good to have 2 Lucy lights, but they do get a little bit expensive. But just any kind of little light that you can stick outside. Oh, and this one also, these have magnets, and they're strong. I wish I could show you. I stuck it on the van, and I had to just really pull on it to get it off. My windows are, no, anyway, you can take my word for it. There's a pretty good, Bobo, come here, Bobo, you want to say hello? Come here. I just remember some of you have asked about Bobo. Come here, you want to say hi? Come on. I threw the big rug away that's in here, and he's scared to jump down on the floor. It scares him to get him to jump down off the couch. Here he comes. Come on. He knows what I'm doing. Say hello to everybody. Say hello. Say I'm Bobo from Van's Van and Travel, and I love my mommy. Because we do like to travel. We've been running around all day today. Okay, that's good enough. About the Caravan, we have 4 people total going, for sure, I think. And if we have more than that, I'm not going to say no. And I am thinking about getting some walkie-talkies. But we'll be okay. If a bunch of people wants to go with us, we'll just organize like 2 different groups, and I have the map written out. I don't know if I have it on this paper or not. Anyway, I'm in southern Indiana, so I'll be going south on 69, if you want to write this down, on 69 south to 64 east, and then in St. Louis, we get on 44 east. Not east, we're going west. Please don't go east. Oh boy, west. I should have done this morning. And then from 44 in Oklahoma City, we get on I-40, and then that takes us straight into Flagstaff. And that is the Route 66 way. And it's a lot better scenery than going out the northern way, but that would be going out of the way anyhow. But I have Melissa from South Bend, so it won't be that far for her to come down here and meet me, and then Terry's over in Illinois, so I come out pretty close to where she lives anyway, so it won't be hard picking a way that we can, when it gets closer to time, we'll figure out where we're going to meet, probably at a Walmart or something, and then that'll be the first stop, maybe just spend the night. So we'll just, if you get there a little late or a little early, we'll still meet up. And another thing I thought of is for your children's peace of mind about you doing this crazy thing, going on the road living. When you get out there, well, we'll be together and we can do that between us too. Most of us don't exchange phone numbers. I do give mine out sometime, but normally we all stay in contact through Facebook and Messenger. But I'm not that picky about that, so I will give everybody my phone number, and you can give me yours, and then we can text one another. But I may get some walkie-talkies so we can really keep up with one another. And if we should get lost, if somebody should get lost, I'm capable of doing about anything. Usually I'm a pretty good traveler, but if I look back and I don't see you, I'll pull off right there where I am, and we'll wait for you, whatever you have to do, so there's no need in getting scared or nervous, because we have GPS now and we have telephones, and it's not a big deal if we do get sidetracked, but we'll try not to. But it is good to find some people, and when you get to your destination, you should send your kids a link of not a link, but drop a pin from GPS. You can do that. And especially if you're going to be there for a 14-day stay, that's the limit of camping. I normally have a 2-day stay, but I'm going to do a little different this time until everybody's comfortable, because I promised you I'd do that. And I'm excited about it too. I'm real happy about meeting everybody. But you can give them the pin of where you are, so if anything ever happened and they don't hear from you for a while, or when you're supposed to let them know where you are, that is a good thing to do, because there's probably been like one person maybe every 6 months I hear about that, we lost touch with, and nobody's heard from them, and that's a little bit unusual. And that's about it. I just wanted to show you my light and my hot dog roaster, weenie roaster. I'm really proud of that. Let's see, that was $8.50, and that was 2 things that made me really, really happy. I was going to talk to you about some other stuff, but I don't want to run this too long. But it's going to be fun. I'm excited. I can't wait to get out of here. And now I can officially say next month we're leaving. And I'm very, very happy. I love you guys. And I'm just banging these clothespins on this table like you're really enjoying hearing it. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.